welcome to This Won't Last Call. Thank you for joining me today. So I'm going to do another quick episode today, just because I felt like just knocking one out and, just kind of phoning it in. Not really, but I had the urge to get myself a Mule. Now, if any of you ever had a Mule, it's a pretty simple drink to make that you can vary with a lot of different ways. Typically, most people go for the Moscow Mule, which is vodka and ginger beer and lime juice. But you can switch it up by using any kind of liquor, and you just kind of change the name of it. If you use bourbon, which is what we're going to be doing today, it's a Kentucky Mule. If you use tequila, it's a Mexico Mule. If you use rum, specifically dark rum, Gosling's dark rum and Gosling's ginger beer, is a dark and stormy. Or you just call any rum and ginger beer a dark and stormy. But there is an actual trademark for the Gosling stuff, which is interesting to me. But at the same time, also, who cares? I'm gonna drink what I want to drink. I don't give a damn about your trademark. Anyways, very simple drink. 3 ingredients: lime juice, ginger beer, and liquor of choice. I'm going to knock out the last of my Clyde Mays, and if I need to, I'll throw a little bit of my Old Forester in there for the actual 2-ounce recommendation. Now, I will say that your ginger beer plays some of the utmost importance in the quality of this drink. I've had some in the past that I wasn't too keen on. I tried some Barrett's, which was a little bit cheaper, and I didn't like it as much. I typically go with Gosling's. That's usually my favorite. Today I'm using the San Pellegrino ginger beer because it's kind of a new product, and it was for buy one get one at my grocery store. So I went ahead and decided to use this. My tasting notes on this are that it's not quite sweet. It definitely has that mineral water taste to it. So if you're not a fan of that, I don't recommend doing that. However, I think Paul likes to use sweetened lime juice in his, and this is definitely not quite as sweet. So that might be a benefit there, is if you using the sweetened lime juice, you could use this, which is a little bit lighter. But a lot of the other mules, sweetened lime juice would be too much for me. Anyways, so I'm going to start out by getting some ice in your glass. Anyways, so now you got your ice, we're going to do our lime juice, about 1/2 ounce. And this is one that you can definitely over egg the pudding, so to speak, with the lime juice. You want to be fairly light with it because it definitely contributes a lot of tartness to the drink. And next I'm going to do my whiskey, bourbon, because we're doing a Kentucky Mule. This is, again, Clyde Mays Alabama style whiskey. Didn't care for this one too much. It was fine, but it was really a bit more apple-y than I like. And I like my whiskey a little bit on the sweeter side. Sweet and spicy, a little cinnamony. Sometimes peppery is good, but I don't know, I just didn't care for this one as much. Not to say that it was bad. This wasn't my cup of tea, so to speak. Cup of Texas tea, Alabama tea, whatever. Alright, so I barely got enough of that, so I'm going to put a little 1/2 ounce in there of my Bottled and Bond Old Forester. This one I love. Bottled and Bond Old Forester is delicious. It is very sweet, very spicy, the way I like it. Like my bourbon, like I like my women, sweet and spicy. It really depends on what you like. So I'm going to mix those up. You don't have to do it in this exact order. You can put your ginger beer in first if you like, but I actually kind of prefer it to remain a bit carbonated. So for me, I'm doing it juice and booze stir, then ginger beer. So it's really not bad. I can taste the mineral water. Maybe that's just me, maybe I'm just a little bit cuckoo, but I can definitely taste the mineral water difference as opposed to when you're drinking the Gosling. It's very sweet, but it's got a good punch to it, a good gingery kick. This is a little bit lighter on the ginger. A bit heavy on the mineral water. So, if that's your thing, go for it. For garnish, I'm going to use this little bitty key lime that's growing on my key lime bush outside. It's not quite I think it's probably about a year old, maybe a little less, but not less than a year for sure, like 2 or 3 years, but it's giving me little bitty limes like this, so perfect size for a garnish. Smells good. Give it a cute little lime. Anyways, tasting time. Yeah, it's a good drink. I will say that the Clyde Maze definitely has an overpowering taste to it. It's this appley note. I couldn't figure out what it was until I started reading the bottle, and they said notes of crisp apple. And I was like, that's exactly what it is. And that's when I realized I didn't really care for it. Generous amount of caramelized orchard and citrus fruits that mingle the palate like, whatever. It wasn't for me. It wasn't bad, just wasn't for me. But this is a delicious drink. I love it. I still say that Gosling is the best for it because it does have a kick, a little extra ginger zing. This is not really ginger forward. So if that's what you're looking for, don't get the Pellegrino. It's not bad. It is refreshing. It's definitely tasty. It's just not what I was looking for. Another one that's pretty good is the Fever Tree one. That's a little expensive, but it is tasty, and if you're okay with spending $6 for a 4-pack of bottles about that size, then go for it. If not, I recommend the Goslings. Because it's about $8, but it's your full-size bottles or cans. But either way, so again, you can vary this recipe by using a different liquor. I've even had it with Jägermeister, which is actually not bad, surprisingly. And you can even add other stuff to it. Add different liqueurs to give it an extra zing to it. Strawberry liqueur, or like I guess you could do orange if you wanted. Don't know why you would, but there's little variations off it. You can do blueberry, lime, ginger. Wouldn't be too bad. A lot of different ways that you can do things. So I recommend trying variations off of it. Easy recipe, 100% customizable, and really not that expensive. The ginger beer is probably the only thing that you're probably going to pay a little bit more for, but there are cheap ginger beers too, so try them out. Anyways, that's going to do it for this episode. Told you it'd be a quick one. I've been Ryan B. Online. On behalf of This Won't Last Call and This Won't Last Podcast, please check us out on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. I think we're on Tumblr, all the social medias. Just check us out, follow us, support us, please. Comment, interact with us. We like to interact with people, even though we don't seem like it sometimes. Listen to the podcast, go on Podbean, listen to it there. Check out Dee's Happy Good Morning series, as well as my This Won't Last Call series, and whatever Paul ends up doing. But he'll have one out here one of these days. Also, if this is before March, so you're watching this, keep an eye out for some possible content related to the Snyder Cut, because we're going to watch that. We're going to go over that. As you know, we're not huge fans of the Snyderverse, but somewhat fans of DC. Not nearly as much as we are Marvel fans, but we want these things to be good. So we do watch them because it's in our interest and we want them to be successful. They just haven't so far. Anyways, also check out our partnership with Bright Swimwear. If you go to brightswimwear.com, use the code TWL25 at checkout, you get 25% off your order. Bright Swimwear is a luxury bathing suit company based out of Sweden, and they strive to make luxury bathing wear for the every person. So check it out, brightswimwear.com. TWL25 is the checkout code. Let me know what you think about the music in the intro and the outro. It's composed by me. I made it my pet project to make my own music for this series, so let me know what you think about the songs. Should still be the same one, which I like to call Last Call, with the ukulele and the whistling and the all that stuff. So let me know what you think about it, because I worked hard on it. Damn it. Anyways, that's gonna do it. Bye.